Alright, so the Nike app sent me a notification. Part of their 50th anniversary is they're offering 20% off Nike store-wide. Some exceptions we're going to see. And 40% off at factory outlets. Now, Nike stores in my hood, no good. They got nothing I want. So, we're in Sydney. Let's go see. Every time I get the same park. Every time. It's always available. I got the cheat code. Hey, what up and welcome to another episode of Creased. Now, today's episode is a fairly big shopping trip, right? I got a message from Nike, an email as well, basically saying that they had 20% off all their Nike stores and 40% off their outlets. Now, I'd planned to go to the outlets, but then I saw someone that I follow on IG basically showing what was already there the last time I was there. And there wasn't really anything I liked last time, so maybe I should have went anyway, mate. Yeah, we didn't. Spoiler alert. Spoiler, it's terrible. All for the content. Even with 20% off, I'm not buying any of them. I don't know. A lot of people have been customizing the Jordans, the Heritage Red. Chicago's are coming in December. I may regret this. First Nike store at George Street. There was a few things there. Nothing that was really grabbing me. And I thought, you know what, Pitt Street's going to have even better stuff. Plus, you got Foot Locker, JD there, a couple of stores on the way. So, went to them. That Sneaker Boy wall is crazy. Not for sale, but not that I would pay resale for any of that shit, but let's continue. Feel like Pitt Street Mall might have something cool. We can get it for 20% off. Why not? Sneaker Boy always blows me away, especially that Jordan wall. But I've never really seen anything on shelves that I've ever wanted to buy. They did have the Terrascapes, but not the one that I want. I did want that black one, but now I think I want one of the other ones, so I need to make my mind up there. I'll probably want them eventually too. And I actually did think about buying them, but I wanted to see if like the Nike store had them, because then it'd be 20% off, yeah? Why not? That'd be what, $40? Always like a crazy vibe at Culture Kings. They just never really seem to have, you know, obviously the online store is going to have a lot more, right? I've only ever been to the one in Sydney and the one in Parramatta, and occasionally they have some cool stuff, but I don't know, even the vintage t-shirts, I really didn't see too much that I was keen on, but the starter gear was fire. Like that Mighty Ducks jersey too, fire. I'm not gonna lie, I was blown away that there was still UNC 6s on the shelf. They were 10.5. If I didn't have a pair myself already, I would have copped them, but I already had them. The barbershop dunks were one that I really thought about, to the point where I ended up coming back to them later, and they had a 10 on the wall, so I know they have my size, but that 10 was super grubby from being on the wall. The sole was, you know, and there was only 2 pairs there. I feel like, I didn't ask, but I felt like that's all that'd be. And then when I really started breaking it down, like, I don't wear too many black shoes like that, and I've probably got enough dunks. The other thing too was, like, my last stop was going to be supplying No Dramas, and I just thought, you know, if there's nothing that I've set my mind to, there's no point. I should see what they got first, but weather is fucking dreadful now. Ain't really got nothing yet, so let's see how we go. Absolutely nothing. Had a really nice feed though. Seen bits and pieces, but for the most part, the Nike membership day thing, a lot of exclusions, man. A lot of things they weren't really fucking with. No Jordans. They didn't have no Terrascapes. So I saw the Terrascape 97 in JD. They're amazing, but all white shoe, it could be very deadly. JD had some crazy stuff. More so the Terrascape 97s. Now I come real close to buying these. The only thing with them, I was just thinking, you know, the very white nature of that shoe, it's not going to last that long with me. So that's the only reason. I feel like if there's another colorway of them, I definitely will buy them, because I love the way they've done it with the swoosh being in a different spot, everything like that. Come very close to buying them, I've got to admit, and I still may buy them, but you know, it is what it is. What I was hearing when I went to Pitt Street Nike store was everything had been cleared out, they don't get deliveries on Saturday and all these things, and then they were like, I was like, oh okay, I'll just have a look at some Jordans, and they're like, oh, they're not part of the 20% off. I'm like, okay, what is? So basically it was like clothing and like running shoes and, you know, everyday stuff. So the whole reason I went to, you know, Sydney to go to George Street and Pitt Street Mall Nike is because all my local one here in Newcastle has is clothing and running shoes. And that's basically all it was for the 20% off. So kind of kicking myself I didn't go to the factory outlets, but yeah, look, it was a fun little trip, and it was cool to see the Heritage Jordan 1s and some Brotherhood Jordan 1s still on the shelf. That was crazy, but the quality on them is really dope. And I mentioned in the footage when I'm out there is like, maybe I should have got a pair of them to customize or something, you know, play around with it. A lot of people are using them to customize and turn them into an Air Jordan 1 Chicago. They are dropping, they are re-releasing this year in December, but are you going to be able to get your hands on a pair? Whereas these are sitting right now. I don't know. It was, all in all, kind of an eventful trip, but kind of not. Yeah, I don't know. I'm still humming and ahhing on those 97s, the Terrascape 90s, and the Barbershop Dunks. Like, let us know in the comments, should I have copped? I feel like I probably should have copped all three, but I'm also at a stage where I'm trying to condense my collection to just this sneaker wall and not have a pile in the corner that you can't see right now. But this has been another episode of Creased. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and we'll be back twice a week. Peace.